It's a profound joy to be here at this historic gathering, the first of its kind in over a decade, where we come together as pilgrims of hope, discerning how our charisms can serve the mission of the Church in Australia. I speak today as a member of the Jesus Youth Movement in a missionary community rooted in the Catholic charismatic renewal present in over 40 countries. Let me begin my own story. My own journey began in a traditional Catholic family where Sunday Mass was a routine. But it wasn't until my university years that I encountered Jesus personally through a retreat conducted by Jesus Youth. That moment of encounter, followed by genuine fellowship that I can trust, changed everything. I had walked through many broken parts, but fellowship sustained me in holiness and prayer. Today, I am a father of 5, and together with my family, we continue to share the joy of Christ with the young people around us. The grace that touched me 20 years ago still holds us. A charism that transforms missionary disciples. So a charism that forms missionary disciples. This youth is a movement rooted in Catholic charismatic renewal, spread around 40 countries and recognized by Holy See. It is animated by 6 pillars: prayer, word of God, fellowship, evangelization, and option for the poor. This charism is not just a framework. It's a lifestyle lived out in homes, campuses, workplaces, and parishes. At the heart is the call to form missionary disciples. Structured formation journey. Jesus creates intentional pathways for young people to encounter Christ and grow. The journey typically begins with Instagrace, a retreat for teens, a trendsetters, and discipleship program for year 12 graduates, chosen youth conference, a large-scale youth renewal event. After this initial encounter, then people are invited to community life, weekly or monthly, prayer meetings and households. From there, they enter the formation courses that prepare them to be sent out as a missionary disciples. The process reflects various senses of synodality, listening, accompaniment, discernment, and mission. So parish engagement and youthful renewal. In Melbourne, we recently started a parish youth prayer meeting. The response has been remarkable. Around 50 to 60 young adults attend every week for regularly. Many of them are now very active in parish life, bringing a youthful vibrancy to our churches. We have received invitation to expand to other parishes, and in response, we launched Youth Formation Program, a 1-year full-timership where young people serve in parishes and schools. This initiative is only possible with the support of bishops, parish-based, and we are deeply grateful. Synodality in practice. Jesus Youth lives synodality in its daily life. through spiritual conversations and discernment, through community accompaniment and leadership, through collaborative mission with the clergy and laity. As Dr. Edward, one of our pioneers in Jesus Youth, shared at the International Assembly, synodality is the DNA of Jesus Youth. From our earliest gatherings to ministry formation, we have journeyed together, listening to the Spirit, discerning community, and responding with mission. Mission beyond Australia. Jesus Youth Australia organizes mission and mission exposure programs in PNG, Solomon Islands, and East Timor, for not only evangelization but also giving an opportunity for our community to experience mission. A mission rooted in local church. Our mission in Australia began in 2004, and last year we celebrated 20 years through the ecclesial conference, blessed by Archbishop Christopher Prowse, Archbishop Peter Capuzzi, and Bishop John Paramportaville. This was not just a celebration, it was a reaffirmation of our commitment to walk with the church in communion with our bishops and local communities. Looking ahead to Jubilee 2033. As we journey towards Jubilee 2033, Jesus Youth is committed to deepening its missionary presence in Australia, building bridges and forming leaders, dreaming of a youthful, vibrant Catholic Church. Before I conclude, I would like to share a small story of accompaniment. Close to home in Melbourne, a mother of 4 whose youngest has special needs was diagnosed with cancer. Our community supported her through prayer and care. After treatment, she was declared cancer-free and resumed her studies. But months later, cancer returned at stage 4. The community became her extended family. This deeply affected a teenage boy in the family. His faith had been strong, but this shook him. He began to question, to drift. But then, a young man in the early 20s, from another part of the city in our community, began traveling 2 hours regularly just to be with him. Through quiet accompaniment and friendship, he helped this boy navigate his storm. Today, the same teenager is studying in pharmacy, helping his dad, and he has recently joined our national team, serving teams across Australia. So with this, dear friends, we truly believe Jesus Youth is a gift to the church, a movement that works together in communion and mission. Through the formation, community life and outreach, we are empowering young people to be joyful witness of Christ. Let us continue this journey together, bishops, lay leaders, movements, and dioceses, so that the mission of church may flourish in every corner of Australia. Thank you.
So, I'm from the Focolare movement. It's really a joy to be all together these days. And Focolare, maybe it's a strange word, it's an Italian word, and means heart, no? That heart that brings unity. And as all of you, certain passages of the Gospel speak to us in a particular way. Kara Lubick, our founder, understood that we were born for Jesus' prayer, that they may all be one. And that means no one excluded. Unity is a grace because it is the presence of God among us. And it is our mutual love that nurtures His presence. And we feel called to go where unity is needed, where we embrace and recognize the face, the cry of Jesus abandoned on the cross. I was very touched this morning that we finished with a prayer at Mary MacKillop's tomb, because it was for me a call to go out, to give our gifts, our charisms to humanity. And these days we talk frequently about action, about unity, as Pope Leo said, to the movement's unity and mission. He said that they are both, they have to go together. And what does it mean for us? When we were asked how the Focolare movement, through our charism, could contribute to the mission of the Church in Australia in a synodal way, we recall the words of Pope Francis on December 2023, on the 80th anniversary of the birth of our movement. He said that our founder, Gerard Lubig's yes, generated a wave of spirituality based on the gospel that can be expressed with a simple word, unity. And he added, but unity also means harmony, harmonic unity. He saw unity by bringing the gospel. So, what is for us walking synodally? I think it means walking synodally requires dialogue. Gerard Lubig often said that dialogue is the highway to unity. So, unity, dialogue within the church. We have to start among us, with other churches, other faiths, and with those who share our values but without any religious preference. And there is a style, closeness. I love that, like the Good Samaritan puts at the center of attention the person, my neighbor, or better, those to whom I can become a neighbor. I want to come closer to you, to know you, to be enriched by your difference. And dialogue starts within us, also in our family, our Focolare family, and requires a true conversion, a change of mentality. To implement the synodal way, the movement worked with representatives of our local communities all across Australia and Oceania, young and adults, for several months to refresh our vision and mission. And we grew in the ability to share and listen, to disagree, to listen to what was innermost in each one, our dreams, our challenges, our sufferings. And especially, we could identify where God called us today. We learned to make decisions together. We committed to creating communities of faith to witness unity between cultures and faith, supporting families and youth. And this exercise of synodality made us rediscover our roots, and we were renewed in our mission. But joining together means to go out, to live with the others. So I wanted to share very simple experiences of this period. For example, some of our committed members in different parishes in the diocese gave much of their time and effort to the painstaking process of merging of parishes. And it was a matter of building bridges with everyone involved to arrive together to a consensus, to face the new challenges and the needs of these parish communities and those around them. And I remember one of our group of people in a parish working together by collaborating for the Alpha Adult and Youth Program in an ecumenical initiative. It was a great experience of exchange of gifts. And we realized that together we reach out to more people. Building bridges among faith and churches can be the right pathway also to a positive impact in society and to build peace. In fact, dialogue is one of the most powerful expressions of hope. And there are many ways, not only participating in initiatives, interreligious initiatives or ecumenical meetings, but for example, some of our members in Melbourne, in the Darwin Interfaith Council, they are committed in participating actively there. And you know that this council is the most multicultural in Melbourne. And the fruit of this work together is like we found a way to do something where we can witness that we are one. And so, for example, they are working together for refugees and migrants. Our multicultural society at times risks building invisible walls. And this is one of the cries of Jesus Forsaken. We have members of the movement that came as refugees from war-torn Iraq and Syria, who in their own turn have also felt called to be artisans of peace and reconciliation in their local communities in the western suburbs of Sydney and Melbourne. One of the challenges for them is the impact of the secular society on their families. And closeness means to accompany the integration processes. In Melbourne, some of our, or the most of our Iraqi people belong to the Chaldean Church, and we started a collaboration to support their youth through activities and gatherings, and the fruit is a real mutual enrichment. Our youth too discovered that dialogue is an exchange of gifts, going to those who are in the peripheries of our society, the nursing homes, the homeless, our aboriginals, is a life-changing experience. If we look only at our own charism, these steps could seem insignificant. But if we put all our hands-on efforts together as charisms, we contribute to a church who is in mission to reach out everyone, no one excluded. And we are certain that all together we can find new ways, so unity and friendship between our movements and communities are not just words, but a reality. And in this way, to increase our synodal pathway in favor of our common mission. Thank you.